Hey everyone, welcome to this very special show. It's the what did I call it? The Christmas Eve special 2025, and I have with me for only the second time in YouTube history, baby. We got my lovely wife Emilia rocking with us here live tonight. I had to do a little rearranging of the studio situation to make this work. Hey, MJ Cabernis, we got kicking with us. We got Tremor Bear. I'm sure a lot of other people will be joining us here very shortly. So we're gonna have a little bit of fun. I wasn't really sure what to do with this show, right?
Right.
Hey, folk punk. Oh my goodness! Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to everybody. Merry Christmas. Welcome, Ashley. That's kind of my last hurrah before the big holiday coming up in just a couple of days. So yeah, I didn't know quite what to do with this show, and I thought, you know what we'll do? What would be kind of interesting, kind of fun. There's all these little things that we do for Christmas. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
The little things that we do for Christmas, and we don't know, where these things came from. Why do we do this stuff? What does it all mean? What is it all about? So we're gonna delve deep into the history, thanks mostly to Wikipedia, because Wikipedia is awesome and it has all the answers of the things that we don't know that we'll find out here together. So let's dig into it. So the first thing I thought we would talk about is Saturnalia. By the way, how are you doing today, Emilia?
I'm good. I'm very nervous.
You don't need to be nervous. Once you do this a couple hundred times, it's all second. It's all second nature. Hey, Tremor Bear, I got you already. Hello, Cooper Glover, 1972. Alec Rotilla, good to see you. All right. So anyway, I thought we would look at this Saturnalia. So Saturnalia is the progenitor, the proto Christmas, if you will. It's very interesting. Ancient Roman festival and holiday in honor of the god Saturn, which is where we get the word Saturday. And see, look, Drummer Bear says you're doing great.
Yes, go Steelers.
Yeah,
Pittsburgh's going to the Super Bowl.
Gonta. It's happening. Gonta. Anyway, so these started on originally were on December 17th. And you may wonder, why the heck is all this stuff happening in December? Well, that's because we just had a couple days ago the solstice, right?
Yes.
We just had the solstice, and so it's when the light is the least, and it's going to become more. So that's kind of why things are celebrated then. And it was back in Roman times here. So carnival atmosphere, overturned Roman social norms. Gambling was permitted. Masters provided a table service for their slaves. This was seen as a time for liberty for both slaves and freedmen alike. Which, looking at that now, is kind of I don't know that we would view it that way necessarily, but the common custom was the election of a king of Saturnalia, who gave orders to the people, which were followed, and presided over the merrymaking, the gifts exchanged. So there were gifts being exchanged even before the days of Christmas, called Sigillaria. The poet Catullus. You ever heard of Catullus? You're an English major.
I was, but I never heard of that person.
Yeah. Called it the best of days. And we still do that. We still, it's the most wonderful time of the year, so we're told. Jeez, last week was all right. We're not gonna touch that one. Just is what it is. Crazy stuff happening. But yep. So Saturn was an agricultural deity. There's a lot of interesting historical context. It underwent a major reform in 217 BC after the Battle of Lake Trasimene, when the Romans suffered one of their most crushing defeats by Carthage, and during the Second Punic War. Until that time, they had celebrated the holiday according to Roman custom, more Romano, after it was consultation of this Sibylline books, and they adopted the Greek rite. So lots of interesting stuff. The rites at the Temple of Saturn. Hey, Jade Star, what's up? Good show back there. All right, so we had there were human offerings. Saturn also had a less benevolent aspect. One of his consults was Lua, sometimes called Lua Saturni, Saturn's Lua, identified with Lua Mater, Mother Destruction, goddess of whose honor the weapons of enemies killed in war were burned, perhaps in expiation. That's a good word. And then receiving Saturn is recorded as receiving dead gladiators as offerings, and so lots of crazy stuff happening in Saturnalia before Christmas was even a thing. Hey Steven, you're going home today. Awesome. Emilia Jade says Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And yeah, get the unearth going, get that happening, and get that recorded. And that's I know editing is quite the pain. Yes, and we're all wishing the best for you, Steven, and anybody else who may not be well over the holidays. Hello to Michael, aka Zealand. Good to see you. Merry Christmas to you as well. So, when you get down to it, there's a lot of history, right?
Mm-hmm.
Behind Christmas, and we just had the solstice.
Well, today's Festivus.
And today is that actually important. Today?
Yes.
Is that actually today?
Yes.
So there you go. Today is also
December 23rd, Festivus.
Today's Festivus for the rest of it. I didn't even watch Seinfeld.
Out.
I know. I'm that weird guy. I didn't even really watch Seinfeld back in the day. I've seen some of it since then, but I don't know. I don't know why I missed a lot of things. just the way it is, But that's very cool. It's today. Serenity now. Yes. Absolutely. So then we got to talk about, there's a guy. Hey, there's a guy. You know a guy?
I know a guy.
He comes down chimneys, apparently.
He likes to wear red.
He
has a big white beard. He likes to share.
We got to get you some sunglasses so you can see better.
No.
But yeah. There's a guy named Santa Claus. He was originally Saint Nicholas. I know that part. But there we go. Legendary figure originating in Western culture, said to bring gifts during the late evening and overnight hours on Christmas Eve. This is one of the really, when you really think about it, it's kind of a really bizarre tradition, isn't it?
Just slides down that chimney.
Yeah, it just slides on down. Just slides on down. He does like... We have that tradition that started with the kids sitting on his lap. I think that came a little bit later, but started off with the 4th century Bishop Saint Nicholas, patron saint of children. Became renowned for his reported generosity and secret gift giving. The image of Santa Claus shares similarities with the English figure of Father Christmas, and they are both now popularly regarded as the same person. I guess were they different at one? I don't know.
Well, here in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, tell us about Pittsburgh.
They have, or at least they used to have, all the different Santas of the world. And Italy has a female Santa, La Befana.
Oh.
Don't know if you know about that. You should.
I actually did know that one.
The Christmas witch.
I did learn.
Yes, the Christmas witch. I can't remember I think she's just like maybe a good witch. I'm not sure about that.
From Cappadocia. Is that it? Cappadocia?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, Santa Claus traditionally has a wife, Mrs. Claus. I wonder if that's related to that.
I don't know.
So we'll look at some of these traditions that are very interesting here. A tradition of Santa Claus being said to enter dwellings through the chimney is shared by many European seasonal gift givers. Now, I don't know about you, but the chimneys that I'm familiar with are rather narrow, aren't they?
Yes. And dirty.
And dirty. Not necessarily something you'd want to be sliding on down, right?
No.
No.
Full of creepy crawly things.
Yeah.
Or here in Pittsburgh, bricked up because they don't work anymore.
Yeah. But yeah. So coming down the chimney, while the children are falling asleep, I guess you wouldn't be woken up by somebody, a large man trying to saunter down your chimney. That's a lot of chimneys, isn't it?
Yeah.
For one night, all the chimneys in the world. How many chimneys are in the world, do you think?
I don't know. Millions.
Yeah, millions. It seems like a tall task.
An untold number.
He's got a tough job. This guy over here. Look at this guy. Look at him. His appearance, by the way, is depicted as portly, jolly, white-bearded man, often with glasses, wearing a red outfit consisting of jacket, trousers, and hat, all trimmed with white fur, accessorized with black leather belt and boots, and carrying a bag full of gifts for children. The 1823 poem, A Visit from St. Nicholas, popularized this image in North America, according to the 19th century. Is that the one? No, "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." That's different, though, right?
No, that's...
Is that A Visit from St. Nicholas?
Yeah, isn't it?
Wait, we gotta check this one out.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah, it is. The Night
Yeah.
Before Christmas. I always thought that was written by Dickens.
I don't know.
I think I was wrong about this.
Oh, well, there's a controversy.
Yeah. Moore's connection with the poem has been questioned by Professor Donald Foster, who used contextual content analysis and external evidence to argue that Moore could not have been the author. Foster believes that Major Henry Livingston Jr., a New Yorker with Dutch and Scottish roots, should be considered the chief candidate for the authorship, view long exposed by the Livingston family. Livingston was distantly related to Moore's wife. And Christmas Carol was written by Dickens. Yeah, that's the Ebenezer Scrooge.
Yes. The rich man.
Humbug.
The three ghosts.
Yes, the three
Coming
ghosts.
to terrorize the man of riches.
Christmas present, or Christmas past, Christmas present, and then Christmas future. Yeah. But this was the other one. "'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse." Yada yada. So that's played a big role in describing this mystery man, Santa Claus. And though it is most often portrayed as white, Santa is also depicted as black or of other races. His race or color is sometimes a subject of controversy.
Well, he's in every person.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, he's supposed to represent kind of all people, and he could certainly reflect the culture of the people that he's being offered to, right?
Yes.
So it's interesting. You don't think of all these things. He lives in the North Pole, and they're going to talk about this here. It's traditionally said to include a residence and workshop, and often with the aid of elves or other supernatural beings. I don't know who the other supernatural beings
No.
are. Charmer Bear says, "I wonder how much Macy's department store had to do with Christmas in modern times." My guess, I don't know about you, but I guess a lot. Right?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. So it actually talks about parades, department stores. I mean, we had the Macy's Day Parade. They even call it's Thanksgiving Day, but they call it the Macy's Day Parade, right?
Yes.
It doesn't
It's a
get more
big ol'
capitalist than that, right?
big old commercial.
Yes. Actors portraying Santa Claus or at various venues. Well, that's the
The mall Santas.
yeah, the mall Santas. Did you visit mall Santa as a kid?
Actually, I don't think I ever did.
You
I was
never visited a mall
I
Santa?
don't think so. I
Not
don't think I ever
once.
wanted to, no. Go to some stranger? No.
that is Emilia to
No,
a T, too.
absolutely not. I was actually quite young, younger than, like, the norm, I guess, when I put 2 and 2 together. Santa may have a lot of, human helpers.
Yeah. Well, that's what they always say.
Yeah.
That's what they always say.
I'm not gonna spell that out because I don't know who is in the, audience, but
Dickens
I
wrote
was
that one after his last book had bombed.
mm,
Did books bomb back then? Was there like a New York Times bestseller list in the days of Dickens?
probably word of mouth.
You know, Dickens' latest work was very disappointing. You know, when compared with Christmas Carol, it just didn't hold muster. The characters were not compelling, and the writing was certainly not up to Dickens' standards. So it's 82 degrees in the desert Southwest. I'd take that right
We're
about now.
jealous. Yeah.
We're actually having a pretty mild Christmas. It's gonna get real cold right after Christmas.
What is it right now?
It is
49.
40, wow.
Oh.
We have controversy over the temperature
I'll go
right
with
now.
40, yeah, 47
Depends on
degrees.
which app do you believe? Let's say hello to Jenny Jolivet.
Hello.
Hello, Jenny. Hello, Denise. Welcome. All right. Yeah, that's you know, an interesting thought about Dickens and whether or not, you know, there was a bestseller rating. Whether people okay. He's doing some poetry, which is cool. I like my current last name better than being Carlos Dickens. I don't know that anybody would want the last name Dickens. Sounds rather suggestive. I don't know what it was back in the 1800s, but I know certainly today you'd probably be headed down to the Office of Name Changes. 76 in the Florida Keys. Oh, that's beautiful. February and January, Evil Brothers. Yeah. You got 60 in Kansas. So, yeah. Well, we do have the nerdy weather stuff. There's a negative PNA, I guess. And that means it's going to be cold out west and it's going to be warm in the east. But not many people know
Well,
that.
I'll take 47.
Yeah.
Here in Pennsylvania in the winter.
It just didn't sell. Dickens, you're getting dropped, unfortunately. We got some new up and coming writers. Mark Twain is here. He's doing some really great stuff. So, yeah, we're gonna have to sever our ties, I think. Dickens. No, start with the silliness. That's what this is all about. Speaking of silliness, you know what? Before we get into that, we should probably get into, because I was going to talk about Rudolph. But before we talk about Rudolph, we should probably talk about Santa's reindeer. Why does Santa have reindeer? We just hit a deer in the car.
Oh.
I don't know that I would want them
No.
in charge of things.
As a vegan, I
Yeah.
am against the commodification of animals and therefore believe they should be animatronic reindeer.
Yeah. Well, we don't know anything about these reindeer.
They're magical, so it's okay. It's a little bit better.
But in traditional Western festive legend and popular culture, Santa Claus's reindeer are said to pull a sleigh through the night sky to help Santa Claus deliver gifts to children during the night between Christmas Eve. Well, we get all that. Where did these come from? The first reference to Santa's sleigh being pulled by a reindeer appears in Old Santa Claus with Much Delight. in 1821 illustrated children's poem in New York. Did you know that?
No.
No. You don't hear about this. See, this is the kind of Christmas history you're only going to get here. You're not getting it anywhere else. The names of the author and the illustrator are not known. The poem, with 8 colored lithographic illustrations, was published by William B. Gilly as a small paperback book entitled The Children's Friend, a New Year's Present to the Little Ones from 5 to 12. The illustration first verse features a sleigh with a sign saying rewards being pulled by an unnamed single reindeer. Very interesting. So we started off with just one reindeer. Magic dust, according to Cheech and Chong. Michael Zeeland visited, I guess, Dickens' home in London, Great Museum. Cool.
That's cool.
And Jenny has micro deer down to the size of medium dogs. Not sure if they fly.
Aww.
Aren't those deer? I don't know if you've heard of these. There's deer that are they're native to the Florida Keys, I guess.
No.
And they're really tiny.
No.
So I think those are those the ones. And they may be like endangered or something.
Oh.
I think. I'm not 100% sure.
Like to see that.
How about that?
There you go.
Daniel and his 3 pals went vegan.
Yep.
See? And they didn't have Beyond Meat back then, I don't think.
No, they were pescatarian though.
Yeah. So now how on earth did we get from 1 reindeer to 8? Well, the 1823 poem usually attributed to Clement C. Moore. There it is, A Visit from St. Nicholas. This was an important, this is in the canon of Christmas. A Visit from St. Nicholas is rather important, it seems, to developing the modern Christmas mythology. Yes, endangered and too friendly. Oh my God.
Aww.
That reminds me of the freaking quokka on Rottnest Island.
Yes.
That I want to go to Australia to visit because they're so friendly and they'll come right up to you. But it's definitely be dangerous to them, especially vehicles, which we know all too well. Yeah. And yeah, this is the poem was first published December 23rd, 1823. All 8 reindeer were named. The first 6 being Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid. The final 2, Dunder and Blixern. Dunder and Blixern? Who are those? Where did they come from? The relevant part of the poem reads, more rapid than eagles, his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted, called them by name. Dasher, now Dancer, Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, Cupid, Dunder and Blixern. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. We know that part. We just don't know about Dunder and Blixern, but I guess Moore altered the names of the last 2 reindeer several times. There's a few revisions on this poem, and Dunder and Blixern didn't quite make the cut, so it flipped over to Donder and Blitzen. Dawn and so now the modern German spelling of Donner started to become. So that's how we got to Donner.
Okay.
And Blitzen, which is what we know. They swim between the islands too. Wow. The Dutch make stuff, according to Mel Brooks. Yeah. Well, he knows. It's good to be the king. So that's how we get to the kind of modern version of it. But then we get to this guy here. This wasn't in the poem, was it?
No.
They didn't have this guy. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Now, you ever seen a red-nosed reindeer?
No.
I haven't either. Maybe he had a bit too much to drink that night. I don't know. So this was a fictional reindeer created by Robert L. May, usually depicted as the 9th and youngest of Santa Claus's reindeer, using his luminous red nose to lead the reindeer team and guide Santa's sleigh on Christmas Eve. Now, where did this really come from? If you were watching Hour of Rock on Saturday, you'd already know the answer to this one. But Robert L. May created Rudolph in 1939 as an assignment. Hey, look who it is. It's DJ Big Red. So good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well tonight. And hope you have a very, very Merry Christmas as well to you and the family. All right. So, created Rudolph in 1939 as an assignment for Chicago-based
Montgomery Ward.
Montgomery Ward. That's right. Hey, Boomer Base Meme. So great to see you, man. Great to see you around again, and Merry Christmas to you. They basically what they did is they've been buying and giving away booklets for Christmas every year, and decided that they're. Oh, thank you so much, Jenny. You are a dear. not you are an awesome dear, and appreciate the super chat. Very, very cool. We appreciate that.
Yes,
right?
Thank you.
So they were giving away these booklets and considered naming the reindeer Rollo or Reginald. Because you imagine Rollo the red-nosed reindeer. Do you think that would catch on as much? How about Reginald the red-nosed reindeer?
No.
It just doesn't quite fit as well. So they decided on Rudolph, which is
That's not bad.
it's an honorable name for a reindeer, I think. They chose a reindeer because of his daughter's love of the deer at Lincoln Park Zoo in Chicago, Illinois. And then while May was staring out his office window in downtown Chicago, pondering how best to craft a Christmas story about a reindeer, a thick fog from Lake Michigan blocked his view, giving him a flash of inspiration. Suddenly, I had it, he recalled, a bright red nose that would shine through the fog like a spotlight. Hey, Dell, so good to see you, man. Merry Christmas to you, and happy holidays. Merry Christmas to everybody. So that's kind of how this story of Rudolph got started. The red-nosed reindeer. It's crazy. And it chronicles the experiences of Rudolph, a youthful reindeer buck who possesses an unusual luminous red nose, mocked and excluded by his peers because of this trait. As anyone who knows the song knows, proves himself Christmas Eve with poor visibility due to inclement weather. That wasn't as catchy as "Then One Foggy Christmas Eve,"
No.
Santa came to say. Rudolph agrees and is finally favored by his fellow reindeer for his heroism and accomplishment. He'll go down in history, they actually say. Now, here's the song. And you know the song, right?
Yes.
You've heard the song before.
Oh, yeah.
A
couple times.
Well, thank you so much, Dell. Appreciate that. Hey, look, it's girlfriend in your luggage. Yeah. Got Emilia on here. You can't really can't see her as well when I'm in that side view there, but she is definitely here with us, right?
Yes.
Oh man.
This is twice a year
Yep.
happening.
Well, now
That might be it.
people have gotten the chance to meet you a couple times. I think they're gonna want you on here even more.
That's okay.
Oh man. So I'll get back to this. So we got the song. Johnny Marks wrote the song based on the story by Montgomery Ward and Gene Autry. You know what? I'm finding out. Did you know this? Gene Autry is behind a lot of Christmas music.
Okay.
I had no idea.
I guess I can.
Because I think of Sinatra. I think of Como. I think of Mariah Carey. I don't know. But I don't necessarily think of Gene Autry, but he was an old school country guy. Folk and country music, right? And
I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, it's Sal Caruso. Good to see you, Sal. Hope you're having a very Merry Christmas. And I hope you do have a very Merry and Dynamite Throw with us here tonight as well. Hey, if you're enjoying this this very special presentation, please hit that like button. Emilia on a Panel is just for a birthday and a Christmas present.
That's right.
There you go.
That's right.
All right. Hey, Forrest of the Wolf. So good to see you. So good to see you. Merry Christmas to all. So Gene Autry, he's And Leela is still driving home. Almost didn't yell or punch at anyone.
That's good.
And that being if you're driving around on Christmas time before Christmas, we were out on Sunday a little bit, and
Ugh.
it was a madhouse already.
It was not good.
So, Boomer Bass Meme says, yes, Gene was the singing cowboy, very big in country in his day. But he was very big in Christmas music. So he wrote this, he didn't write. Johnny Marks wrote the song. This was very common back then, by the way. This is a little music, because we're keeping it a little bit relevant, right? So it was very common back then. Somebody would write a song, other people perform it, and everybody would perform it. You know what I mean? And usually the person that wrote the song wasn't the person who was known for it. It was usually somebody who performed it. But so he created this based on the Montgomery Ward story. So it's literally all just advertising. The song had an added introduction paraphrasing the poem "A Visit from St. Nicholas."
That's back.
Yep. See, that's a very important part of the canon. And it was recorded. Gene Autry recorded his version of the song June 27th, 1949. It was released as a children's record by Columbia Records in 1949, and been pushing the record to the pop music market. It hit #1 in the U.S. charts during Christmas 1949. Could you imagine Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer being a hit #1 song? Right?
I didn't realize it was that young.
The success of the Christmas song gave support to Autry's subsequent popular Easter song, "Here Comes Peter Cottontail."
There
See, he
you
even
go.
wrote that. My goodness, this guy wrote everything. This guy did everything. He did all the songs. I don't think we give enough credit to Gene Autry.
No.
The song was performed on the December 6, 1949 Fibber McGee and Molly radio broadcast by Teeny, little girl character, and the Kingsmen vocal group. Oh, I know the Kingsmen. You heard the Kingsmen?
No.
Sure,
if I heard it, I'd probably.
They did a bunch of good folk stuff.
Okay.
Have to have the shopping and outside things done, or end up resisting the urge to throat punch people.
Yes.
Even like
Sunday was bad enough.
Yeah.
We've had a few Christmas Eve shopping adventures in the past.
Yeah.
Usually because someone forgot to buy something at the last minute.
Yeah, but who doesn't do that? We all do it. We all forget to buy things.
That's true.
The really bad is when you're out Christmas morning looking to see what's open.
Yeah. Well, now you can just text somebody a gift card. Be done.
Yep. That's the nice thing about the technology. There's a lot of bad things about the technological revolution, but the good thing about it is being able to just gift somebody instantaneously, or you can send an e-card.
Yeah.
Done. Don't even have to waste a postage stamp.
That's right.
So let's talk about another guy we like, and here's this man again. We got to talk about Frosty the Snowman. Now, when I think of Frosty the Snowman, and I know you do too, we're not thinking about Gene Autry, but Gene Autry apparently was the first recorded version of Frosty the Snowman, which was written by Walter Jack Rollins and Steve Nelson, but also recorded by Jimmy Durante.
There we go.
That's our guy, Jimmy Durante, Frosty the Snowman. Let me tell you about Frosty the Snowman.
We have to try to watch it this year.
I know. Well, we probably already missed it, because when they air the Christmas stuff, it makes so much sense. I'm sure now with all these channels that you have, and there's 500,000 channels and streaming everywhere, and YouTube. You could probably find it's probably on somewhere. But when they air them on like the main networks, it's like right after Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
So if you miss it right after Thanksgiving, you're kind of out of luck.
Yeah.
Now look at this. Sal Caruso says DC and Emilia look so cute together. Look at us.
Don't get used to it.
Jimmy D is a classic though. So Gene Autry though, again, getting involved in this Christmas stuff. But there's Jimmy Durante with his Frosty the Snowman. I'll tell you about the Snowmans. You know about the Snowmans? Let me tell you about them Snowmans. his voice is just so awesome. And we love the Rankin Bass Christmas cartoon version of Frosty.
Yep.
It's pretty cool. You know what happens when Frosty gets hot? What is that about? The song has been covered as an instrumental by the Canadian brass founder, taking on the persona of Frosty and repeatedly calling one more time. You know what happens when Frosty gets hot? I think he's melting. You know what happens when Frosty gets hot?
Oh no.
He is.
But he's made of magic snow, so he comes back.
Yeah, he'll come back on
He'll come back.
Christmas Day. Look, Dynamite
Yeah.
Throw says it's good to have Emilia on. Gene the Dancing Machine. Was he known as that too? Interesting. See, I gotta bone up a little bit on Gene Autry, apparently.
Yeah.
But you know, if you miss it after Thanksgiving though, yeah. I always do that song that way. That's the only way I know how
It's the only way, yeah.
Yeah,
You
I
have
don't
to.
know it any other way.
No.
I got to do the Jimmy Durante Frosty the Snowman there, thumpity thump thump.
There you go.
I don't know what that part's all about at the end, the thumpity thump.
Well, in the show, the animated, they have the rabbit.
Yeah.
Remember the magic?
Yeah,
the
there's the
magician?
rabbit.
Because the magician, I think, is how Frosty comes to life.
Yeah, it's his hat.
Yeah.
It's his hat.
And the magic rabbit is really the one who brings it all together.
Yeah, but that was kind of added for the TV show. That wasn't original. There's no rabbit actually.
Well,
Yeah, you have to go. You have to go to the
version.
other Gene Autry song, Peter Cottontail. Apparently,
Oh,
you did
that's
that one
right.
too.
See,
He's
bunnies
got
are
all the
magic.
holidays.
Bunnies are magical.
Next, you're gonna tell me he's got a Thanksgiving song or something too. He probably does.
There should be some Thanksgiving songs.
Now, one of the other traditions that we have. Oh, this is important. And this is kind of like, I think where I kind of got the idea for this show. And it's the Christmas tree. Because we're driving and we see all these people with trees attached to the top of their car, and I got to thinking, what a weird thing that is. We just take a tree out of the forest and put it in our house. That's a strange concept.
That's weird.
So the Christmas tree, decorated tree, usually an evergreen conifer, such as a spruce, pine, or fir, associated with the celebration of Christmas. It may also be an artificial tree of similar appearance, which is probably the preferred.
That's the way to go.
Yeah, you gotta do the artificial tree.
Mhm.
Although we don't have any tree this year.
No,
I mean we do, but it's in the basement, and
we have
it's kinda
several
like-
trees. We've
Yeah.
bought too many trees.
Too many trees.
Probably we have about 3 trees that we've amassed over 20 years together, which is 3 too many trees.
Oh no, the rabbit got cut out of Frosty to rob him of his residual tax. Very sad.
Oh,
So did with the pagans. Yeah, well, we talked
Mhm.
about that earlier. You might want to go back to the beginning because we talked about Saturnalia
Yeah.
trees. Hey, Honan the librarian, welcome. Merry Christmas to you. So we're talking about Christmas trees. Why the heck do we put a Christmas tree in our house? Well, here's the origin of the modern Christmas tree. Modern Christmas trees originated in Central Europe and the Baltic states, particularly Germany and Livonia, now Estonia and Latvia, during the Renaissance and early modern Europe. Its 16th century origins are sometimes associated with Protestant Christian reformer Martin Luther,
huh.
who said the first added lighted candles to an evergreen tree. We don't recommend doing that. By the way.
No, do not do that.
Don't listen to Martin Luther on that one. I'm not going to get into the theological debates or surrounding Martin Luther, but definitely don't add lighted candles to your Christmas tree.
Don't do,
Especially, don't do it at
yeah.
all.
Don't.
There's
Yeah.
LEDs nowadays. It's don't even generate any heat. DJ Big Red says just plant a spruce or pine tree in front of where you live so your neighbors can drop off presents to you every
There
year.
you go.
There you go.
We have I believe it's a maple.
Don't
No,
trust
we have one tree in our backyard.
Don't trust Germans, says our friend from Germany.
Oh,
But anyway, so the Christmas tree was first recorded to be used by the German Lutherans in the 16th century, with records indicating that a Christmas tree was placed in the Cathedral of Strasbourg under the leadership of Protestant reformer Martin Bucer. You know how to pronounce his name? I don't.
No.
Moravian Christians put lighted candles on those trees. I mean, please
do not do that.
don't be doing that. The earliest known, I guess they didn't have other options at that time. There's probably a lot of house fires around Christmas. The earliest known firmly dated representation of a Christmas tree is on the keystone sculpture of a private home in Turkheim, Alsace.
Hey,
that's where you're from.
Yes.
Then part of the Holy Roman Empire of the German nation, today part of France.
Yep.
With the date 1576. Possible predecessors. I imagine the Yule log will be mentioned in here, possibly. The Tree of Paradise of medieval mystery plays that were given on the 24th of December, commemoration in name day of Adam and Eve in various countries. Well, that's still part of the Judeo-Christian tradition. In such plays, a tree decorated with apples representing fruit from the tree of knowledge, good and evil.
We talked about apples a lot today.
And round white wafers to represent the Eucharist and redemption, or used in the set for the play. Like the Christmas crib, the paradise tree was placed in homes. The apples were replaced by round objects such as shiny red baubles. So when you see those red baubles and you think, my goodness, those kind of look like apples, that's exactly
red,
what
delicious apples, the best apples.
You're gonna get. I'm not responsible for whatever anybody has to say about that.
There will be no red delicious slander during this program.
Granny Smith.
No.
Granny Smith.
Awful.
We've been arguing about this for a while.
We've been talking about apples all day today.
Yeah. Bayer got the model trains. Yeah, remember the Lionel.
Yeah.
Lionel.
We were not a train family.
I had
you
some.
were.
I
Yeah.
had some. I wouldn't say I was
We
into
never
them.
got into that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, they're fine, but we didn't. I never understood. There you go.
We got a little intro vid for Hour of Rock in there. Apples. Pink Lady. I've heard good things.
Yeah.
I've heard good things about the Pink Lady.
Cosmic Crisp. That's a good one.
Oh, geez, Zealand. My mom had Christmas trees with candles. She was born in Latvia in 1921. Wow. Fuji apples. What do you say about?
Yeah, I know I've had them, but I don't know. I can't remember if I like them or not.
Pink Lady +1.
There you go.
Oh, a lot of love for the Pink Lady.
That'll be my next Apple purchase.
So we still haven't quite gotten to the root. I guess it's just this.
Into the root of the tree.
The root, yeah, the root of the Christmas tree. So we tried to do that, and fir trees decorated with apples served as a central prop. So I think we talked about that already. At the end of the Middle Ages, a early predecessor appears, referred in the 15th century regiment of the Alcobaça monastery in Portugal. The regiment of the local high sacristans of the Cistercian order refers to what they may be considered to be the oldest reference to the Christmas tree.
Oh.
Note on how to put the Christmas branch. Sliciate. Oh, I have no idea. On the Christmas Eve, you will look for a large branch of green laurel, and you shall reap many red oranges and place them on the branches that come of the laurel, specifically as you have seen. And in every orange you shall put a candle, and hang the branch by a rope in the pole, which shall be by the candle of the high altar.
There you go.
So, tree worship was common among the pagan Europeans and survived their conversion to Christianity. In the Scandinavian customs of decorating the house and barn with evergreens in the new year to scare away the devil and setting up a tree for birds for Christmas time, the Vikings and Saxons worshipped trees. The story of St. Boniface cutting down Donner's oak illustrates the pagan practices in the 18th century among the Germans. Later folk version of the story adds the detail that an evergreen tree grew in place of the felled oak and states its triangular shape reminds humanity of the Trinity and how it points to heaven.
Oh.
So, very, very interesting history there with the trees. I didn't see mention of the Yule log in there, which kind of surprised me a little bit. But
that was also not.
We got more Apple thoughts here.
There you go.
So, Fuji is good too, and Brayburn at the right time of the year. All right.
There's always good conversation around apples.
I know.
Apparently.
I know. Well, there's so many different varieties of apples, really.
Mm-hmm.
We're not here to talk about apples at all, but we are talking about apples because,
Well, there's sort of a Christmassy.
Yeah, well, because we found out
harvest.
that the balls on the trees, the tree balls, so if you got balls on your trees, which every good tree should have some big balls on it, the red ones are supposed to be apples. Oh. I don't know what the silver ones are supposed to be. Maybe bells, but tree huggers, that's me. Santa is dressed in red because of Coca-Cola. Yes, that is true as well. I think I probably glossed over that part of it. Oh, balls. Let's see what else I got for you here. As I lose my mouse. Oh, the wreath. Oh, okay. We didn't talk about wreaths. That is wreaths, right?
There you go. The Yule log. Maybe that'll come in here with the wreath.
Yeah. Well, there's a big history with the wreaths, I believe. An assortment of flowers, leaves, fruits, twigs, or various materials that is constructed to form a ring shape. So the word wreath comes from the Middle English wreathi and from Old English wreatha, band. So that makes a lot of sense. But the ancient Etruscan wreath, so it goes all the way back to the ancient Etruscans. Wreaths were a design used in ancient times, Southern Europe. The most well-known pieces of Etruscan civilization jewelry made of gold or other precious metals. Symbols from Greek myths often appear in the designs. So the wreaths were worn as crowns by Etruscan rulers. And the Etruscan symbolism continued to be used in ancient Greece and Rome. And they talk more about that. There's the olive wreath and the laurel wreath. And the types of plants used to make wreath crowns also had a symbolic meaning. Oak leaves symbolized wisdom and were associated with Zeus, who, according to Greek mythology, made his decisions while resting in Oak Grove. The 12 tables dating to 1450 BC refer to funeral wreaths as a long-standing tradition. Olive wreath was a prize for the winner at the recent Olympic.
The ancient Olympic
Games. Not recent. The opposite of recent.
Yes.
Olympic Games.
That's why I think that's why you have the rings now, maybe?
Jenny Jolivet is a dedicated tree worshiper.
There you go.
Forrest says, wasn't the Santa inspiration not a bishop from Turkey on December? Yes, we did. We did talk about Saint Nicholas, who transformed into a very large man, with the big beard and selling Coca-Cola. So, there's not a better analogy for our world. Sometimes it's probably that. This guy who had dedicated his life to helping the poor and giving presents to children in need and stuff, and he's become a larger than life.
Yes.
The
advertisement co-optation of
for
Saint Nicholas.
Capitalism. Advent and Christmas wreaths. So that, of course, then that makes the jump over into Christianity, the Advent wreath, and Christmas tide, the Epiphany tide. These wreaths, as with other Advent and Christmas traditions, are often set up on the first Sunday of Advent. And the Advent wreath was first used by the Lutherans in 16th century Germany. And in 1839, Lutheran priest Johann Heinrich Wickern used a wreath made from a cart wheel to educate children about the meaning and purpose of Christmas. So then we make the jump to the Christmas wreaths. And decorative wreaths, like we said, they originated in ancient Greece. There's a lot of interesting history. There's funeral and memorial wreaths. There's harvest wreaths.
We aren't really wreath people,
Yeah,
but
there's a lot of deep history, which we can't fully get into here on this show because we just don't have the time. But there's
no.
quite a lot with
Wreath
the
history.
wreaths.
Yes.
Um,
That'll be next Christmas. We'll get into the wreaths.
yeah, we'll talk. We'll do a deep dive on wreaths.
There you go.
I don't know that we actually will.
No, absolutely
I'll probably
not.
forget about that by tomorrow.
Yeah, no.
I haven't drunk soda since 2012. Gave it up
Wow.
cold turkey. Well, the Coca-Cola company is probably not happy about that, but your doctor is probably thrilled. You leave your shoes outside. Yeah, that was a thing.
Oh, I did that growing up.
Yeah, definitely bad for you.
Mm-hmm.
Spreading joy to the poor through Coca-Cola. It makes me want to get a Coke Zero right now, actually. Wreaths remind me of Conehead sex toys. Coca-Cola, yeah. I'm a Coca-Cola person.
Yeah.
I think you would say that.
I would say that. They are not the best company for human rights reasons.
Yeah. But
I'm trying
none
to,
of them are.
Well, no, none of them are, but I'm trying to personally, I am boycotting Coca-Cola for the time being.
Well, we do have
We try to avoid it as much as I can, let's put it that way.
We do have in our grocery store, we have the Boylan's cola, which is very good. It's a little more vanilla note is prominent in it, but I'd put it right up against Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Although Coca-Cola does have the classic taste. It's
Yes.
very, very hard to replicate. Then there's RC. I don't know. Did you drink RC?
I haven't
much?
had that in years.
Long time. That's
Yeah.
bigger in the South, really.
Oh, I actually didn't know that.
No, it is. It's a Southern thing.
Huh.
Royal Crown Cola.
Huh.
You get through copious amounts of Diet Coke.
Yeah.
I try to reduce drinking cola. I drank far too much. It's a good thing to probably
Yeah.
reduce on. I need to do more of that.
You drink a lot more pop, as we would call it.
Pop.
Yeah, you're a pop drinker. I'm not so much now. Now that I work from home, so I'm down to 1 coffee a day. Well, no, that's not true. 2 coffees a day.
I'm definitely 2.
The occasional energy drink.
When I
That's
have
if it's a bad day.
when I have 1 coffee, I enter the realm of the living. And then at 2 to really be productive or anything. Hey, Andy Espine, good to see you. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas. I'm a Pepsi person than Coke. Oh wow, we got a Pepsi person. There are Pepsi people out there. Switch to tea. Sugar kills. See, the problem is, if I was drinking tea though, I'd be putting loads of sugar in it. So it doesn't make it any better. I had to switch to Powerade and Body Armor, but still need my occasional Zero. Yeah. Coffee, tea, milk, and water is what I drink. That's good stuff. Good stuff.
Yes, I have. Or what are we sipping on here? I got a
That was
cranberry.
Meathead's, favorite call. All in the family. Yeah. Rest in peace, Rob.
Yes.
Reiner. But yeah, it's so it's an interesting time of year. There's a lot more that we could have gotten into, right? All the weird traditions that we do around this season, the weird things that we have. Hey, look, it's Wolfstone Studio. Ron, how you doing? Happy Christmas, happy holidays. But yeah, there's just a lot of stuff. The lights, we could have gotten into light. Why do we put lights on our house? People put the lights all over the place. Oh yeah, I know. I know. It's tough though. It is tough.
It is tough.
I drink Manhattan coffee soda, no sugar.
Oh, that sounds right up my alley. We got the nog. That's my Christmas tradition. I always like to have.
Interesting that hair on fire makes you thirsty. But yeah, the lights on the houses.
Mm-hmm.
Where we do that. What's that all about? But again, it's a festival of lights.
But yes.
At the end of the day,
it all goes back to the fact that it's dark as heck out there.
Yeah.
You know. And when all this started, there was no electricity at all. So the only thing you had, candles
and we were talking about like if you're in the Arctic Circle, if you're like up north, north of the Arctic Circle, basically you don't see the sun. We don't think about this here because we see the sun every day, less of it, but we do see it. It makes an appearance. It's like, hey, what's up, everybody? Okay, I'm gone. But if you're up north of the Arctic Circle, the sun sets on the autumnal equinox and does not rise again until the vernal equinox in the spring. So you're literally talking about 6 months of darkness. And there's places that are way up close to that. And it's, a lot of the Christmas traditions are associated with like North Pole and like reindeer. Where do reindeer live?
Yeah.
You might wonder, where the heck do reindeer even live? They live in the very far north, like northern parts of Sweden and Norway and Finland and stuff, where they're north of the Arctic Circle, where it's dark literally all day or most of the day. So it all makes sense when you start thinking about all that.
Yeah.
The lights, and decorations and future garbage. I don't know where people put, they have these big inflatables that they put out, and we have people around in our neighborhood that put out inflatable stuff for literally every holiday.
Yes.
Valentine's Day, they got different ones. Where the heck do they put all these things? And the giant skeleton, we always talk about Halloween, the giant skeleton that everybody seems to have now. Made a brief appearance yesterday. Winter is rainy. Oh yeah, you're on the West Coast. It's a rainy time of year. Here it's just like cold and mostly cloudy.
We had some rain.
We have had some sun, and sometimes when the sun is out, it's worse because it's so damn bright. Especially when you got snow on the ground and it just reflects into your eyes. It's terrible.
Yeah.
In the closet, you got to have a heck of a closet to store these giant things. Countries like Sweden have days with basically no darkness. Yeah. I mean, and that's the thing. Because if you're north of the Arctic Circle, the sun's out for 6 months of the year, and then it goes away for 6 months of the year. You only have one sunrise, one sunset. It's pretty crazy. Well, I think we're gonna call it right about there. Is anybody getting a new musical instrument for Christmas? I think I got my new MIDI keyboard and stuff, so yeah. I might be done on that kind of thing.
I'm not.
You're not gonna get a new musical instrument.
Nope.
No. Okay. You can borrow one of mine.
There we go.
But yeah, I think we're gonna wrap it up here. But I thank you all for being here. Really appreciate it. I appreciate if you hit the like button as well. If you appreciated having Emilia on here, give it up for Emilia. Can we give it up for Emilia?
No, thank you.
Hoonan the librarian got the daughter a new bass and the other daughter a new electroacoustic.
Awesome.
Very nice. DT sent you a guitar. No way. Awesome. Boomer Bass Meme got Chipson and a Predator crossed with Squire 51. That is really, really cool. So I hope you all get all the things that you're looking for this Christmas. I hope Santa is very nice when it comes down the chimney. Make sure you get your chimney cleaned out so you can slide down there nice and smooth, right? You don't want to get it stuck in there.
No.
Because then everything's gonna be delayed. It'll be like regular shipping. But I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas.
Yes, Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy New Year.
Yeah. I'll be back.
You won't be seeing me again.
You won't be. I'll have her on a few times, maybe. We'll see. We can pull her on a little bit.
Nah.
Anyway, I hope you all have a very happy holiday, and I will be back. There's no You Rock this week because it falls on Christmas Eve, and I got shit I got to do, unfortunately. But I'll be back with you on Saturday for Hour of Rock, and I'll be back with you again next Wednesday for You Rock on Christmas Eve, and that's gonna or New Year's Eve. I'll be back with you on for You Rock on New Year's Eve,
there you go.
which will be very fun. See, I usually don't have somebody here to correct me when I say wrong things.
I furiously try to type it in the chat, and it just doesn't happen. Pecking.
Oh my!
Typing way too slow.
All right. Well, everybody have a very Merry Christmas. I set the dump for you for tomorrow. Leela's got the Fur and Fret show. She's doing a Christmas special, so you'll be taken there, so you can set your reminders and everything to go and check that out. Much love. Take care. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. And, of course, keep rocking, everyone.
Peace.
Peace.